Hey, what's up everyone? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids. BattlBox Mission number 23 is all about blade care and maintenance. Let's jump right into it. All right, so as always, we'll start at the basic level and then work up to the Pro Plus level. So at your basic level, the first thing you're gonna see here is Rusty's Rags Knife Care Kit. Here's the info on the back. You do have a hand trim merino sheepskin knife pad, and as they know, it gets into many of the nooks and crannies of the knife. A piece of flannel cloth, you have some of their non-toxic knife oil, and essentially what you have, this is not a knife sharpening kit, this is to clean it up. So after you use a knife, you're going to clean it off, you're going to oil it so it's not going to get any rust, and you're just going to make sure it's ready for its next use. I think they note on the back here, use every time you use or handle your knife. Of course, they're going to want you to do that because it's their product. But the general idea is that, if you clean up your knife right after the use, you're going to get it, it's going to be ready for the next time you need it. So don't say, oh, I'll do it in a couple weeks, because then you forget, it gets rusted. So you want to make sure you're cleaning up your knife as soon as it's done being used, so it is ready for that next time. So oil, you got the sheepskin, and then you got this little cloth to clean it off. Next up here, we have the Sentry Solutions Marine Tough Cloth. Basically, this is a way to, again, clean off your knives. The idea is that, you wipe this on your knife, and then it's going to keep other things from getting stuck on your knife, rust, etc. Because this is marine, the idea is it's going to keep things like salt and other things that are going to make your knives rust off of the actual knife. Kind of reminds me of some of the Remington wipes I use to like clean firearms and stuff. So a little bit different concept, but kind of the general family of the wipes that you're going to use to clean off gear. So yeah, this is cool. Especially if you're out in the field, throw something. This is super light. Throw it into your pack so you can actually keep your products, keep your knives, your blades, machetes, axes, things like that in good shape. Also at the basic level, we have the Smith's Pocket Pal, and I reviewed one of these before. It was like a sharpener, but also had like a little flashlight, ferro rod, and that one broke on me. But interestingly enough, in a lot of the comments, people were like, I've had mine for a long time and it worked great. So I'm not like totally skeptical. I just probably had a lemon in the product I had. This has got your rod, and then it's got your fine and your coarse. These are pull-throughs. I'm not a huge fan of these. They're definitely good for in the field and quick sharpening. But overall, using a stone the way you're supposed to, or I guess the way I would highly recommend doing sharpening is better. But the fact that you do have a rod is nice. You can use that to sharpen your knife pretty easily in the field, and then also serrations as well. You can see some of the information here on the back. And while it's not the ultimate sharpening system, again, something you could throw in a pocket, throw in a bag, and have it out in the field to keep your blade a little bit sharper when you're out there using it. I actually talked to a guy who was working at a local sporting goods store, and he said he keeps one in his bag for hunting, and after he does his field dressing, he just runs his knife, through the coarse, through the fine, and then he's ready to go for next time. Next up here, you can see, again, Sentry Solutions. This is Tough Glide, Rust Inhibitor, and Lubricant. I think of this, when I think of knives, about this in particular to your mechanism. So, getting this into the location on the knife where your blade, particularly on a folding knife, I'm thinking about, where the blade is swinging out, your pivot point, just to clean it out and just to keep it moving nice and smooth. So, simple little product. Again, all these items so far, in particular, I'm thinking about this and the Smiths and the Tough Cloth, but you could also take that cleaning kit down there as well. But all these, at least those main three items I was just talking about, great for throwing in a pack, small, lightweight, and you can make sure you're keeping your blades in good shape when you're out in the field. Last, at the basic level, this is awesome. I love just learning and information. So Tops Knives Blade Care. This is Leo Espinoza on the front. Put together by the Survival Summit with Tops Knives. You can see on the back, what they're going to talk about: how to clean your blade and handle, how to sharpen your blade and handle, how to protect your blade and handle, a little bit of history of Tops Knives, and some blade prototyping. I have the High Desert Survival Summit, High Desert DVDs from Survival Summit, and they are great. Just really good information out there. So I'll be excited to sit down and watch this. To be candid, I'm not the greatest at sharpening my knives because I'm so often just out reviewing new knives that come to me sharp, or come to me with a factory edge at least, that I'm jumping into the next knife. So knife and blade maintenance is definitely something I'd like to learn more about, and this will definitely help. The first item at the advanced level is this, which is a leather strop. If you're not familiar with stropping, this is a way to put a nice edge back onto your blade. If your blade is totally wrecked, you're going to have to get a sharpening stone, etc. But if you just want to touch it up a little bit, a strop is a great way to do it. And down here, see if you can see that. Yeah, there's the BattlBox emblem or logo. So it's cool. Somebody else makes it for them, I'm sure, but it's kind of like their official leather strop. And this is the first item when you go up to the advanced level. So all those other items are the basic level for 25 bucks a month, up to 50 bucks a month. This is going to be the first item you get at the advanced level. Also, at the advanced level, you're going to get some Dan's honing oil. As you can see, it's for use on your sharpening stones from Dan's Whetstone Company down in Arkansas, which is a place that actually produces quite a bit when it comes to sharpening stones. And yeah, so I mean, basically, you're going to put this on your stone while you're sharpening your knife. Simple product, but you know, good to have this in your kit or your system. Particularly at home for me, I'm not going to do a ton of extensive sharpening out in the field, but this is good to have in my my sharpening kit. The last item at the advanced level is going to be this, which is a knife carrying case. And you open this up and you can see all those different pockets. This is also going to be really cool. Let me just show you real quick. So you got, that, and that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4 different places you can store your gear. This is also cool if you just want to carry some EDC items. You can certainly put pens in there. You could put in flashlights, other things like that. But that's really quite cool. My EDC storage system had to get moved because it was too accessible to my kids. So maybe I'll use this and I can keep this in a drawer that they can't reach or something. Yeah, just cool. Really, I like that. For me, this is like one of those things where I'm like, I might not have thought to just go out and buy it, but now that I have it, I'm definitely going to be using this. When you go up to the pro level, you're going to get this, which is the WorkSharp guided sharpening system. I do have the field sharpening system from WorkSharp and also the electric one, the one you plug in that's got belts in the whole 9 yards. But this is great. I'll tell you one thing about the one with the belts is that I just find it really loud. So if I've got home kids napping or, my wife's trying to do something, I don't want to make a ton of noise. It's hard to use that. This is something I could do just like while sitting watching TV, hanging out. It doesn't make a ton of noise. These are renowned for being great. When I first unboxed this, was showing it to my a couple of my friends, and they were like, "Yeah, that's just real. That's a great system. They have it. They use it. They like it a lot." There are add-ons you can get to this as well. Let's go to the back side here. Yeah, but I mean, you can see here, sharpens all kinds of knives: hunting, pocket, kitchen, serrations, tools, fish hooks, all kinds of stuff. And they basically teach you how to do it. You got different angles that you can set it at to get the whole thing rocking and rolling. So this is probably, this and the knife is really cool too, but this is probably my favorite item from this entire BattlBox mission. Last up at the Pro Plus level, you're going to get this, which is the CRKT Homefront. And I've shot video on this before. I'll actually put a link to my Blade Show 2016 video where I was at Blade Show and the rep over there showed how this works. Cool knife. It's designed by Ken Onion. And yeah, it's got a little bit less of that kind of organic feel compared to a lot of his other knives, but it's kind of got that old school, I think they call it like a World War II kind of look and feel with the star and the OD. And if you haven't heard, the thing about this knife is that it's made to be disassembled and cleaned in the field. So let me just close this up. You've got a little roller back here, which matches up nicely to the jimping on the back. We're just going to roll this all the way down like so. And then you're going to pop this like so. And then you can actually take this whole section off, get in there, clean your knife, and then reassemble it basically just in the reverse process. But there's all your pieces. And this is I think this is a very thoughtful feature that they put this in. They give you instructions inside the handle in case you're like, okay, I got it apart, but how do I put it back together or whatever? You got the instructions right there built in. CRKT Homefront. That's this knife that's easy to disassemble and clean out in the field. All right, there you have it, mission number 23 from BattlBox. They're doing a great job continuing to select cool gear to include in these various missions, keeping the diversity of the missions up. And yeah, just really enjoy checking this stuff out. So I'll put links down below in that description section. Just click the Show More tab if you want to head over to BattlBox, find out more about their products, more about the different subscriptions level. Again, basic, advanced, pro, and pro plus goes from 25 to 50 to 100 to 150. And as always, you're going to get more value than what you're actually paying. So you're getting a good deal as they select the various types of gear for you. Thanks as always for checking out the videos. Please subscribe to Everyday Tactical Vids on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Check us out on Instagram and Tumblr as well. Take care.